Hey guys, Dan Fitzpatrick here, stockmarketmentor.com, and I want to look at Riot blockchain. Here's why. I put this on our growth, not our growth stocks, our active trade list today. Bought this at $29.70, so a little bit lower than it is now, with a stop at $27.60. So I just thought I'd explain the trade. First of all, I'll put this stuff out of the way. This black line here, forget about this stuff for now. I'll bring those in later. But this line is my extrapolation of the 50-day moving average and the way it's trading. So 50-day moving average is still trending this way. If the stock starts breaking above the 50, then it will turn higher. But for now, the price is trapped below the 50-day moving average. That's important. To me, you know, I'll virtually never want to buy a stock that's below the 50-day moving average. And to be perfectly honest, buying a stock that's below the 200-day moving average is kind of blasphemy. Like you just don't want to do it, because guys like Paul Tudor Jones will never do it. And so if Paul Tudor Jones says, I never buy a stock below the 200-day moving average, I don't even look at them, well, that's good enough for me. Look, the main reason is because when you're doing this, when you're buying a stock underneath these key moving averages, guys, this is where supply is. People are buying or selling at the 200-day moving average or the 50-day moving average, which is why the stock is below. These key moving averages. So I made an exception this time because of the way Riot is trading. It's holding above 25 bucks, so it's holding that level. And also we see what's kind of happening in Bitcoin and, and all that jazz. So it just seems to me like, after the run that this thing has had, it ran up almost 2,000%. Since that time, it's essentially corrected for 8 months. It looks to me like the stock's ready to start moving higher again. So what I did was I took a defined risk on the trade. Again, bought early, so I bought small, and the stop is right down here below today's intraday low, 27.72. Our stop is 27.60. We could set it at 27.71. I give it a little more room than that. But the idea is I want to be in this stock unless, and now I'll kind of bring these back in. I actually did this video before, but my microphone was off. Unless the stock does this. If the stock pulls back, I don't want to be long the stock. And even if the stock breaks out, I still have to be aware that we could get a pullback. Typically you do. You get a breakout and then a pullback. But what I don't want to see happen is the stock fall completely below this level here. And so that's why I'll keep this stop here. If I'm right, I'm going to make good money. If I'm wrong, I'll lose a defined amount of money, and that definition is fine with me. So anyway, that's how I'm trading Riot. We've also got positions in Hut 8, which are doing extremely well. We've also got positions in, Boot Barn, but that's nothing to talk about, frankly, because it's boring. All it's doing is just making us money. So anyway, check this stuff out. Again, if you're not a member of Stock Market Mentor, guys, you can take a trial. If you don't like it, you can cancel. I won't even know about it because I'm not the guy that monitors those things, so it won't be anything between you and me. But I definitely urge you to try it. I'm working my butt off. I have been since 2005 working on Stock Market Mentor to do what I'd always said my motto and my vision was, which is to build the website that I wish had existed when I first started trading. If you're kind of new to trading, you got your website. All you got to do is try it, see if it works for you, and I promise you, you're going to wind up being a better trader.